What's good, breadwinners? It's Thursday, October 30th. It's your boy Russ back again with Put Some Bread on It, where we don't just talk the talk, we cash a ticket. If you've been rocking with me, you already know we've been cooking. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, click our link, because the goal is simple. Turn your picks into profit. Let's get some bread. Yesterday's picks, we went 9-3 overall on the NBA, NHL, and the World Series. That's why I always say it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Bread stackers know the long game. You win more than you lose, and you stack it up. Let's move on to today's board. Feeling really good about today's picks. Remember, this is just a taste. Full picks are over at putsomebreadonit.com. Links in the description. Let's get it. NHL pick number one. We've got the Penguins and the Wild. Penguins come in strong, averaging 3.6 goals per game and allowing around 2.5 goals against per game. The Wild, on the other end, have struggled. They're scoring roughly 2.7 goals per game and allowing nearly 3.9 goals against per game this season. Given that, I expect the Penguins to control the pace, to exploit Minnesota's defensive weaknesses, and likely win the game. Penguins 4, Wild 3. Also expect this to be somewhat higher scoring than a typical defensive battle because both teams have shown tendencies towards more goals allowed. If Minnesota's goaltending special teams shows up, they'll keep it tighter. If Pittsburgh offenses click early, they could pull away. Here are the odds for tonight. Money line, the Wild are favored around minus 166 to minus 170. The Penguins, underdogs, around plus 138 to plus 145. Total goals, they're set around 6.5 goals. Many sources lean to the over. Pick number two, NHL Jets, Blackhawks. The Jets are off to a strong 7-3 start with a plus 9 goal differential. The Blackhawks at 5-3-2 overall have shown flashes, but their numbers are less convincing and they've struggled historically versus Winnipeg. I expect Winnipeg controlling play at home, leveraging stronger goaltending and more reliable defense. Chicago is likely going to push and score a couple, but likely not enough. I think it'll be like 4-2 with the Jets on top. On the total line, there's split commentary. Some expect the game to go over 5.5 goals because the Jets generate chances and Chicago's allowed goals. Others show data of both teams hitting unders lately, especially Chicago on the road versus Winnipeg. So I again lean towards the Jets, likely by 1 to 2 goals, with the total possibly just under or around the 5.5 to 6 mark. The Vegas money line has the Jets around minus 240 to minus 250, and the Blackhawks at plus 200 to plus 206. NHL bread lock of the day, Devils Shark. The Devils have looked very strong early this season. They've got strong possession, depth scoring, confidence with the puck. San Jose has sizable issues, the roster depth, defending, consistency, especially on the road. Given that, I expect the Devils to take control, likely jump out to a lead, force the Sharks to chase. The Sharks' mistakes will be punished. Devils 6-1, 5-2. On total goals, it could go over the line because the Sharks may concede early and the Devils may keep pace. On the other hand, if Jersey locks it down once ahead, the pace could slow. Vegas says the Devils were heavy favorites, money line around minus 345 to 355 for New Jersey. And the Sharks are around plus 275 to 280. The total was around 6.5 goals in that earlier matchup. Pick number one, NBA Heat Spurs. The Heat are entering with more established roster depth and experience. The Spurs historically are going through a rebuild phase. If Miami locks in defensively and sets the pace, they could pull away. San Antonio playing at home might raise their effort. Any key injury for Miami could shift the balance. I think the Heat will win with a likely fairly solid margin. Pick number two in the NBA, Magic Hornets. Both teams are 1-4 so far. Not a great matchup, which sometimes leads to the better team on paper getting away with a more decisive win. Odds show the Magic favored with the Hornets getting underdog status. If Orlando can impose tempo and exploit Charlotte's weaknesses, which they've shown early in the season, They might come out ahead with some margin. Charlotte might catch fire on home floor, and Orlando has been inconsistent. I think the Magic win, maybe cover the spread if they play up to potential. Bread lock of the day on the NBA. Wizards, Thunder. The Thunder come in on the stronger side, deeper roster, home court advantage, and better recent form. The Wizards are likely to fight hard, but they have holes in consistency, defense, etc. And they're facing a tougher opponent. I believe that Thunder take control early. They'll probably build a lead in the first half, force the Wizards in the catch-up mode. The Wizards might make a run, but I expect Oklahoma City to answer and win comfortably. I think it'll go like this for the Thunder to win. 120 to 110 or 105 to 95. As far as the totals go, the pace might be moderate rather than ultra fast. If the Thunder impose their defense, the Wizards may struggle to score consistently. So a slight lean towards the under on combined points, unless the Wizards open up aggressively. I would watch out for the Thunder's defense, turnovers by the Wizards, how well the Wizards bench contributes, any injuries or lineup changes. If the Thunder are underpriced, not heavily favored, but clearly better, they could represent a good straight win pick. If the spread is large, the question will be whether the Wizards can keep it close. Now, don't let your bread get toasted. I break down the numbers every day on the site. We talk trends, matchups, and value plays. If you want to learn how the system works, that's where the real bread is made. Quick question for my bread gang. Drop a comment right now. What's your lock for tonight? I'm pinning the best one in the comments. And if your pick hits, I might shout you out in tomorrow's video. YouTube pushes this content when y'all engage. So hit that like, subscribe, and bell. Every click helps keep the picks free and the bread stacking. If you want my premium picks, parlays, and live bet alerts, go to putsomebreadonit.com right now. I post exclusive plays there every morning before the line moves. Don't miss the value. Don't miss the bread. That's all for today's show. I'll see y'all tomorrow with more heat. Until then, keep your slips tight, your bankroll right, and as always, put some bread on it.